Joined now by Labor frontbencher Ed Husic. Thanks for your company.
Afternoon.
Okay, we'll get to your portfolio in a minute. A lot going on in the area of the economy and all the rest of it. But first up, this front page of the Daily Telegraph today, I've put it up there. Albo's roadkill is what it talks about. It's talking about WestConnex. Now, it gave me pause for thought.
Another subtle, quiet front page from the Daily Telegraph.
You can't accuse the telly of bias. They talked about save our Albo. Yes. So they're on Albo's side generally. But it caused me to go back and look over some comments from both Anthony Albanese and your good self over the years, because, of course, he's not affected by WestConnex, but you are in your seat. Now, you have said previously, quote, "It must remain a massive priority for all levels of government." But just the other week, Anthony Albanese said, quote, "If I am the Transport Minister, there will be not $1 from the federal Labor government for this WestConnex project." Who's right, you or Albo?
Well, we both are.
How's that work?
Surprise, surprise. We're both right.
I know that consistency isn't a big thing in politics, but surely these are completely anathema.
I'm absolutely consistent on this point. WestConnex is a crucial project. It needs to go ahead and continue. I think a number of us recognise that improving and particularly getting the missing link on the M4 and improving traffic flow to Sydney Airport and to the city, crucial. We said at the last federal election that we were willing to support it, but on the basis that the actual project be done properly, that is connected to the airport and to the city. And, for example, we also were very insistent that a toll not re-emerge on the M4, which people had finally been freed of from Western Sydney a few years ago.
But hang on, let me just jump in.
What happened, well, just very quickly, and I guess this is a pointer to make my answers shorter to your very succinct questions, but the point is this: we had conditions, we said the money had to be used properly. The Abbott government just basically handed over a massive cheque to the Baird government, and now there have been questions about the project management on the way through.
But is it right, though, that if, do you agree with this, that if Labor is elected and if Anthony Albanese becomes the Transport Minister, there will not be $1 from the federal Labor government for this WestConnex project?
Well, we have also said we've welcomed the Auditor-General inquiry into the project and the way that it's been managed. We made a commitment off the top of my head back at the 2013 election of $1.5 billion. There have been concerns, as I said, about the project management, and if it's blown out and there are no questions there are no answers to the legitimate questions about what's gone on with the project that requires more money, then it's right to put a brake on things. But as a Western Sydney MP, we must have WestConnex. It is a crucial project.
Okay, but if you must have it, and if it needs to go ahead, but it needs more money, then your view and Anthony Albanese's clash.
No, I don't think so. I think let's see what the Auditor-General report comes up with in terms of investigating what the hell's gone on with this project under the Baird government and why it's failed to actually achieve its targets, and why it's made so many people upset. Right. But frankly, as a Western Sydney MP, with people who I represent stuck on motorways for extended periods of time, it is inconceivable that we could have a situation where crucial projects like this don't go ahead, and federal Labor has previously been very supportive of this project, and as a Western Sydney MP, I'm still supportive of it.
You're part of